as we all know, the election's coming up in just a couple months. And last time there was an election, something very, very crazy happened in 2020, which we all know about. So let's see if there's something else that's crazy that's going to happen this year, along with a lot of other secrets being revealed in this video. Smash the like button, subscribe. Let's get straight into this. Have you ever noticed every election year something big happens? But how would they plan something like that? You should never underestimate what a powerful person will do to remain in power. Sheesh. Took my kids to Arby's and was completely confused about this. Yo, Arby's! What's
Imagine
good with
mentally
you?
serving 10 years of prison time in just 10 minutes. A scientist is working to make this happen. Let me explain. Cognify, developed by Hashim Al-Galahi, is a futuristic approach to criminal rehabilitation that combines AI with neuroscience. The technology involves implanting artificial memories directly into a prisoner's brain, making them experience their crimes from the victim's perspective. The rehabilitation session lasts for several minutes but feels like years to the criminal due to the altered perception of time within their mind. This intense experience aims to induce emotional states like remorse or regret, which some individuals may not produce on their own. Supporters of Cognify say it has the potential to revolutionize the criminal justice system by shifting the focus from punishment to rehabilitation, treating the people as patients instead of prisoners. They believe this method will lower the recidivism rate for prisoners and, quote, could enable them to reintegrate into society sooner and contribute to the workforce. While the potential benefits of Cognify are significant, the technology also raises several ethical concerns, including issues of consent, the potential for misuse, and the long-term psychological impacts on the individual. Many social media users have already drawn parallels to Clockwork Orange or Black Mirror episode. What do you think about this method of prison?
I'd like to tell you
Man.
about a magical place called DARPA.
I mean, that's definitely very different. I would say it could possibly induce more trauma on the prison inmate. But comment down below what you think.
The hummingbird is the only bird that can fly backwards. And so if we wanted to fly in this room or places where humans can't go, we'd need an aircraft small enough and maneuverable enough to do so. This is a hummingbird drone. It can fly in all directions, even backwards. It can hover and rotate. This prototype aircraft is equipped with a video camera. It weighs less than one AA battery.
What the heck?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Sounds
Wow.
like an invasion of privacy.
The hummingbird.
Yeah.
Why did we think that this was the time to go biomimicry and copy a hummingbird? Isn't that a very expensive solution for a small...
We often talk about stealth as a means for avoiding any type of sensing, but when things look just natural, you also don't see them. It's like
certainly just-
mini stealth.
It's partly the look.
Sure.
Actually,
Sure.
look at that cute hummingbird flying into my headquarters. I mean,
It would be inconceivable for us to do that work if we didn't make people excited and uncomfortable with the things that we do at the same time.
Mystery is happening
Tell me
at
why,
the Volo
tell me why
Museum.
today I park my car, my BMW, and before I get out of it, and I just see a bird looking at me. And the first thing that popped in my mind, I'm like, yo, this bird could easily be controlled by the government. I feel like they could definitely make realistic birds that just have cameras in them just to spy on people.
Is known for its classic car collection and other attractions like a Titanic exhibit, but it is also known for paranormal activities. So overnight security footage captured water flooding the Titanic exhibit. Employees say there's no obvious source of where the water came from. They also tell us they're pretty freaked out.
Like goosebumps right now. I'm not a huge ghost guy, but when all this stuff happens, I mean, we're looking, there's no cracks, there's no holes, there's no broken pipes, the ceiling is fine. Everything around the building is totally fine.
Does sound strange. The exhibit includes the same model car that was on the Titanic that is now at the bottom of the ocean. Museum officials are still assessing the damage and hope to salvage the exhibit. I'm pretty sure museum attendance will be going up as a result of this information. It's very odd.
Like you said earlier, so call a plumber.
Yeah, let's find out. Let them assess and then get back to
And then we'll
it.
figure out what's going on.
Hi guys, welcome
That's
to
weird.
Cronulla Freemason Lodge number 312. This is an extremely important video, as a lot of you guys may know that TikTok and Freemasons do not mix. There is something that they do not want us showing everyone on this platform. It is extremely hard for content like this to stay up. Did you know that this Freemason Lodge actually has a hidden underground tunnel? Here is the entryway here. You guys may not have known this, but every Freemason Lodge has one of these. All the tunnels are connected to one central hub, which goes even deeper underground. Please stay tuned as I expose all their secrets. Thank you for watching, guys.
I'm eating my...
But there's just something about underground tunnels that don't sit right with me. Like, it's just so secretive. Like, well, what are you doing down there, and why are you digging underground tunnels for?
can of green beans.
What the is that?
Little update, I called the FDA and filed like a consumer complaint and they took my report. And I just got a phone call from the company that makes those green beans. And they are sending me like this testing kit thing in the mail. I have to freeze whatever that was and ship it to them so they can test and see what it is. And then we're going from there. So also, I had to dig through my trash to find that because last night when I was having a meltdown, I threw it out. I couldn't look at it. Re-seeing that, I don't think I'm going to be able to eat for another 2 to 3 business days.
Breaking news,
okay,
this
you're about
dam
to
in
eat pizza
Minnesota.
tonight. Stop being over dramatic. But what was in there? What did it look like?
Please stay tuned as I expose all their secrets. Thank you for watching, guys.
I'm eating my can of green beans.
What?
Bro, that looks like a fishtail. I don't know what the heck that is, bro. I have no clue.
I don't think I'm going to be able to eat for another 2 to 3 business days.
Breaking news, this dam in Minnesota just broke. But there's something else that I need to bring to your attention. See, last night I showed you bridges that need repair due to one bridge that collapsed. And as I pulled out, I showed you how many bridges are in immediate repair needed. This is how many bridges are closed and what the percentage of bridges are closed as. That is the top state. This is bridges with poor conditions, and these are the top state. These are bridges that are structurally deficient, and these are the top states. You see something here? See, I could have you in an area like this, and you'd be like, but then I show you a little more of that, and you're like, but then I show you the east, and you're just going to be blown away. By the way, these are bridges in need of repair. Those are the top state. This is Massachusetts and West Virginia. Look at those percentages that are in need of repair. Last night, this is the bridge that collapsed I was telling you all about. That was a train bridge. Take care. God.
We were the last set of eyes that would look at the plane before we shipped it. How often would you find problems at the last minute? Oh, every day. Every fuselage. Every day. On the sections that I inspected, I was finding anywhere from 100 to 200 defects. What defects, what problems were you finding at the end of the line? Missing fasteners, missing parts not being installed, parts being damaged, people stepping on parts and damaging them, missing seal, damaged seal, missing nuts on bolts. I mean, anything that you can think when it comes to sheet metal, any kind of defect, you were probably finding it at the end of the line every day.
The pressure on Santiago was enormous. When he tried to do the right thing, he was ordered to fudge the numbers, or he'd be punished.
They told me to falsify the quantity of the defects that were being found in there.
So they asked you to doctor the books. What did they make you write?
When I was finding 100 defects, it was affecting how their budget was being spent. So they wanted me to just say that it was one defect. I stood up, I said no. It was unethical what they were asking me. And then my second level manager came in and he said, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, I'm going to write you up for insubordination. I know that the repercussions of subordination was to be fired.
Damn, that's crazy.
Or is our writing...
I mean, that's literally his job, to keep people safe so people don't end up, you know what I'm saying, falling out of the sky.
Writer suddenly sketching little people in her web. 'Cause... yeah.
I've been having nightmares every single night, and I just found out why. I'm used to sleeping with a fan on, but I don't have a fan anymore. So instead of turning on a fan, I put on one of those brown noise videos. Now, there's a certain one of these videos I've been using every night for like 3 or 4 days now, and I started having unexplainable nightmares as soon as I started using this certain brown noise. And last night, I found out exactly why I was having those nightmares. So I'll play the brown noise for you. Here it is at the start. This is it. As you can see, it sounds completely normal. I'll let the brown noise play for a second. You can see there's nothing wrong with it.
What the hell are you trying to do? Give us nightmares, bro? You need to chill out with all of that. Just listen to some rain sounds or some ocean or something. Brown noise sounds sketchy.
Completely normal. Now let me skip ahead to about the 3-hour mark on the brown noise. And it's not brown noise anymore. Listen what plays. It becomes devil noise. Now, the only reason I even found out this was happening is because last night I had to get up to use the bathroom, and when I got up, I almost had a heart attack because that was playing. Now, the video is like 10 hours long, and it only plays that part for about 45 minutes, then it goes back to regular brown noise. So that just confirms to me that the people that made that video are doing that 100% intentionally.
Bro.
What they gain from it, I don't know, but I'm probably not going to be sleeping right for a while now.
According to Schneider,
straight only demons wouldn't do something like that. That's messed up.
The U.S. government signed an agreement in 1954 with extraterrestrials, granting them the right to experiment on humans and cattle in exchange for technology. This agreement was known as the Grenada Treaty, and it is a well-documented event. The original terms for this treaty were that only a small number of humans would be abducted. They had to be returned to their original locations, and their memories had to be wiped. The aliens were supposed to submit a list of the individuals they were taking to Majestic 12, a government overseeing committee. However, after a few years of this, it became clear that the aliens were taking far more humans than they had originally bargained for, which spawned the origins of the alien-human conflict that persists to this day.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely not buying that one. That one sounds like some BS. How do you even sit down in a room with an alien and type up a whole agreement for them? What do they do? Do they sign it? You know what I'm saying? Who's signing the agreement? Who's making it? You over here communicating with an alien? Hell nah, I ain't buying that one.
The whole piece of fish.
TikTok a funny place.
Just gone. Look at that. It's like...
Look like a fish made of mango.
Okay.
This is a robot face made from living human skin cells.
What the...
Researchers from the University of Tokyo built this robot to present a new technique they've developed, a way of attaching skin-like materials to robots. Why? Because ultimately it might make them more human-like and easier for us to interact with. Well, anyway, there have been experiments with human skin cells on robots before, but this time the scientists attach the skin in a way that mimics the ligaments of human skin. These hold it in place but also give it flexibility. The researchers mixed collagen, which is a natural building block in our cells, together with human skin cells in a petri dish and grew it into this pink skin equivalent. Attached to a slider underneath, it can now smile? What do you think of?
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
What do I think about that? I think that's just straight up weird. People are getting bored at this point. Why do people want robots so badly to be humans? I don't get it. Why can't humans be humans?
Look through my Walmart history, and I found this Walmart order from 2 years ago for the whole month worth of groceries. 45 items cost $126. A whole month of groceries just for me, basically. But I did notice this reorder all button, and I wanted to see how much it would cost now. Now, this order of 45 items for 1 month would have cost $414. That is 4 times more. How the How? Like, what?
Harvard scientists are saying that aliens may be living among us. In this scientific journal, the Harvard researchers list 4 different types of possibilities of aliens living among us. Let's get into it. The first type is human cryptoterrestrials, a technologically advanced ancient human civilization that was largely destroyed long ago, for example by a flood, but continue to exist in remnant form. This gets crazier as I go, stick with me. Second possibility is hominid.
So I feel like they wouldn't be technically considered like aliens from like another planet. They were already here.
Or theropod cryptoterrestrials, a technologically advanced non-human civilization consisting of some terrestrial animal that evolved to live in stealth, aka underground. The paper suggests there could be an ape-like hominid descendant or descendants of unknown intelligent dinosaurs. So what are we talking here? Are we talking like Bigfoot and reptilians, lizard people, and Sasquatch? Is that what we got going on here in number 2? The third possibility is extraterrestrial or extraterrestrial cryptoterrestrials. Okay, so these guys would have arrived on Earth from elsewhere in the cosmos or from the human...
Yo, just off of the long ass name, I'm not buying it. Nope.
Future.
Who made that name up?
And conceal themselves in stealth, such as in the moon. So these are aliens from another planet, possibly in another galaxy, in another universe. Or these are time travelers who are human, but they come from the future and they're hiding in the moon. Possibility number 4 are simply called CTH4. They are the magical cryptoterrestrials. And long story short, these are things that we refer to as fairies or elves or nymphs and all those little magical creatures that run around. Well, now you know why it costs over $300,000 to get an undergraduate degree from Harvard, because they need to fund research such as this. Whatever would we do without
Jack Black?
Those are theories. I could make up a theory right now if I wanted to.
It's showing you exactly what he is about, and I'll show you why. You might have seen the video going around of Jack Black endorsing Biden, and take a look at the hand sign that this guy is flashing right there for everybody to see. And Jack Black has constantly shown this symbolism in his music throughout the years with Tenacious D, with Kyle, and there's stuff that I can't even show you on said platform, but it's right there for everybody to
He's
see.
definitely a devil worshiper.
So people really need to be careful who they watch, who they follow, because these people are casting spells and people aren't even aware of this happening. These people know exactly what they are doing and what they have been put into place for. So wake up and realize what is going on, and be careful again who you follow, who you watch, because these people are up to no good.
Man, that's just another celebrity added to the list of like 20. At least I could list at least 10 right now that worship the devil. But we're not going to do that. We're going to continue.
The Appalachia. That's horrifying. A lot of people do hike the Appalachian Trail, and one of the main things they all know not to do is to hike from dusk to dawn. Don't go into the mountains after dark. There's a marked trail, stay on it. Do not veer off any trail or path. Everything is marked for a reason.
That's a blaze. 2 inches by 6 inches. It's what we follow. They're everywhere. They may be on a bridge, they may be on a tree. They're usually always on trees, but sometimes they're on the ground, on a rock, on a building, on a light post. That's what we follow. This morning, I didn't follow it. I wasn't paying attention.
There's numerous stories where people said they hear a woman or a baby in distress. And a really common belief is that if you hear something calling you right in your vicinity, it's actually really far away. But if you hear something calling you from far away, there's a good chance it's actually standing right next to you. It's not just screams that's a big deal. Whistling seems to be a big deal also. If you hear whistling, you didn't hear whistling. You're not even supposed to whistle. Tap your friend on their shoulder, but don't use their real name. Using real names just gives whatever it is a closer relationship with whoever's name it learns. Don't ever stare off into the forest. You could be looking at one thing in the forest, but there could be 100 things looking back at you. Anything you hear or see
is not your business. Keep doing what you were doing and don't pay any attention to it. Some of the most common sightings in these areas are Bigfoot, skinwalkers, cryptids, and there's even been UFO sightings. Not to forget that this whole area is loaded with caverns and caves too. So it's not just the things that are above the ground that you have to worry about. There's even more stuff underground.
Check out this.
Yeah, alright, bro. I remember one time I went hiking. It started to get a little dark. This was my girl at the time. And we had to follow the path back, but when you can't question. You can't question if this is the right path. The moment you question, is this the right path or is this the right path? You're done. You better figure out the right path, my boy. But all that other stuff, bro, I'm not buying it. I'm going to go hiking when I want to go hiking. And I'm not going to worry about no person whispering in my ear because I'll hit him with an uppercut. You feel me? I hit him with a Only thing I'm keeping a lookout for is a bear. That's it. I'm from New York. Stop playing.
Tornado in Kansas, and this one in Wyoming. They're actually different from the tornadoes we used to see. Tornadoes require 3 ingredients: moisture, atmospheric instability, and wind shear, which is a sharp change in wind direction. All of these factors are changing with the changing climate. This seems to be making tornadoes more destructive and more clustered together, with more tornadoes on single days. It's also predicted that there will be more of them out of season when people are least prepared. But even though tornadoes are complicated and terrifying, prediction technology has gotten better and better. By staying inside, ideally in a basement or bathtub, people can avoid the worst.
The NTP toxicity study that was done by the United States government, it was released on November 1st, 2018. They did it on nocturnal mammals. They used 1G, 2G, and 3G phones. Okay? This is way before 5G. In those animals, they found humongous problems. You can look this study up on the internet. Every G causes a different resonance problem. Like 1G isn't equivalent to 5. 4 isn't equivalent to 5.
And you mean like different tuning fork issue?
Correct. Certain people have different mitochondrial haplotypes. We also have different skin types. Every single screen, have you ever stopped and asked yourself why we need Dan Huber's glasses? Because they have found, through the programs that the government sponsored, at Tulane Neurosurgery and Neurology, it's called MK Ultra, that they were able to control people through light waves, wires in their head to figure out how they can control the behavior of monkeys. That's actually was done in a place close to where I went to medical school. I knew about all of these studies.
So we can be controlled by light waves?
No, not we can. We are.
We are.
Okay? Update your knowledge base. Why does every computer have a blue light screen? Why doesn't it come pre-loaded with Flux or Iris? Well, there's a reason for that. Do you know what the reason is? Because the blue light lowers your dopamine and melatonin level so that you become addicted. Who got that information first? Was it the CIA through the MK Ultra program? No, it wasn't. It was the mafia. You know how they got it? It's how they build Las Vegas. They put a city in a desert, in a geopathic stress zone, has water, magnetism, a great light. And then what they do, they put casinos out there, blocked all the light, and put one-armed bandits in there that made nothing but blue light. So dopamine levels fell sooner. You gave him your money.
There's 18-wheelers designed to carry all sorts of cargo, but one thing they won't be carrying is a driver. By the end of the year, Aurora tractor trailers are expected to begin cruising the highways hauling freight between Dallas and Houston. To avoid crashes, the self-driving semis outfitted with 25 sensors, including lasers, radars, and cameras. Within the next 4 years, Aurora said and its competitors expect to put thousands of these trucks on the road. But the CEO with the company touting safety demonstrated the truck's ability to weave through obstacles and avoid pedestrians.
We want to be out there with thousands or tens of thousands of trucks on the road. And to do that, we have to be safe.
A new federal safety regulation will require all the cars and trucks be equipped with automatic emergency braking or AEB systems, which use sensors to hit the brakes to avoid a crash when the driver fails to. Most new vehicles already have some of these automatic braking forms that the automakers have until 2029 to adopt with these new standards.
Let's have a look at the current pilot jobs that are on offer. Oh, what's that?
But I mean, that sounds like a good business idea if it actually works out for real. You're able to just buy a truck, have the sensors, and literally just have it making you money without doing anything. I guess someone does need to load the truck though. That's the thing. So I wonder how that would work.
Huh? Oh, Weather Modification International. Oh, and these are the kind of planes that we're using. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What's this? Yeah, okay. Cargo jet. Yeah, carriers. Oh, is that just it? Oh, no. There's some more. Is that? Oh, okay. What's this one? Yeah, so, yeah. See careers below for more information. Yeah, See this? Look. Careers at Weather Modification, Inc. It's just all in our minds, really, isn't it? It doesn't exist. You know, just go get yourself a job search going and bang, there it is. Go get myself a job.
King Solomon and the Ocean Gate submersible. Was it an occult ritual, and are they getting ready to do it again? Ocean Gate co-founder Guillermo Solane is planning a trip to Dean's Blue Hole, one of the world's deepest ocean sinkholes. It is 202.997 meters, or 666 feet deep. Solane revealed his plan around the anniversary of the Titan submersible implosion, which killed 5 on board. It is an interesting name for the submersible that met a fitting demise, because the Titans were imprisoned in a cavity beneath Tartarus. Also, why did the Titan look like Solomon's Shamir? A warmer substance with the power to cut through or disintegrate stone, iron, or diamond. Solomon was said to have used it in the building of the first temple. In one story, the demon king Asmodeus told Solomon that the Shamir was given by God to the angel of the sea, who then lost it and later committed. This is how Solomon was able to obtain it. The Shamir was meant to have always been wrapped in wool and stored in a container made of lead. Any other vessel would burst and disintegrate under the Shamir's gaze. On board the Titan was Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleiman. Shahzada means prince or king's son. Suleiman translates to Solomon, and Dawood is the equivalent to the biblical David, the father of King.
Major suppliers have been caught using a special product known as meat glue to stick together scraps of meat to sell as prime cuts. Here's Rodney Lowe's with this special investigation.
Yo, scraps of meat and prime cuts don't even go in the same sentence, or don't put them close together. Prime meats and...
I've just got some fine diced beef and my special enzyme. I'm just going to mix it up a bit.
Why have we got the masks on?
This is dangerous. See that? Don't breathe that in.
This powder is transglutamase enzyme, otherwise known as meat glue. Meat glues come in a number of forms, some produced by cultivating bacteria, the others, the primary ingredient comes from the blood plasma of pigs and cattle, specifically the coagulant which causes blood to clot. Ours uncooked is easy to spot the difference, but cooked is another story. Okay, so the meat glue one is on the right and the real McCoy is on the left. And it's not just beef. Pork, lamb, fish and chicken are all stuck back together using this.
Oh, looky look, your
Bro, I'm
conspiracy
not gonna lie, that's straight disgusting. That's why you gotta go all organic, grass-fed.
friends were right again. Check this out. From the Federal Reserve's website, they admit that the Federal Reserve and other central banks around the globe are exploring the potential benefits and risk of issuing a central bank digital currency. It's not a conspiracy, my friends. This is on the horizon.
Wow. Window falls off of Boeing capsule. Damn.
This information.
Hey. We made it to the end of the video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. Smash the like button, sub up. Let's get to 1.5 million on our way to 2 million subscribers. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.